Stop scrolling for just 3 seconds, because what I'm about to tell you will completely change how you see people forever. These aren't random tricks, they're real psychological truths backed by science. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll understand human behavior on a level most people never will.
Fact 1. People who laugh at dark or twisted jokes usually score higher in intelligence tests. But here's the catch. Studies also show they often display higher levels of emotional detachment. It doesn't mean they're cruel, it just means they process uncomfortable realities faster than most, almost like a shield against stress. Their humor acts as a coping mechanism, but it also reveals how their brain works differently. So next time someone laughs at something twisted, don't just judge them. They might be smarter than you think.
Fact 2. Silence makes people deeply uncomfortable. In fact, our brains are wired to interpret silence during conversations as social rejection. Negotiators and psychologists often use long pauses to force people to speak more, and it works almost every time. The pause creates tension, and humans instinctively fill that silence, even if it means giving away more information than they wanted to. Try it. Stay quiet in your next argument. You'll see how fast the other person starts talking.
Fact 3. When people constantly talk about themselves, it's not always confidence, it's often insecurity. Psychology research shows that self-focused speech can be a mask to hide feelings of inadequacy. It's a form of overcompensation. The louder they brag, the more fragile their self-image really is. Behind all that noise, there's often quiet doubt. The louder the bragging, the quieter the confidence. Fact 4. Mirroring body language is one of the most powerful subconscious signals of trust. When someone crosses their arms after you do, or leans in when you lean in, their brain is essentially saying, "I'm on your side." This instinct comes from our tribal past, where mirroring meant unity and safety in a group. Today, it still shows up every time two people connect. So if their hands move like yours, it's a green flag.
Fact 5. Your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical, every time you check your phone. It's the exact same neurochemical reward system that gambling machines exploit. That's why social media feels addictive. It's designed to keep you hooked on unpredictable rewards, like likes, comments, or messages. The uncertainty is what makes it impossible to resist. Congratulations, you're literally addicted, and it's not your fault.
Fact 6. Your brain holds on to emotionally charged memories far longer than logical information. That's why you remember your first heartbreak like it happened yesterday, but you can't recall half the equations you learned in school. Emotion acts like a glue for memory. The stronger the feeling, the deeper the memory embeds itself into your mind. That's why you'll never forget heartbreak, but you'll forget most of your school lessons. Fact 7. Believe it or not, around 80% of daily conversations are gossip. But gossip isn't just pointless talk, it's a survival mechanism. Early humans needed to share social information to know who could be trusted, who was dangerous, and how to navigate the group. Even today, gossip builds social bonds, even if it doesn't always feel noble. So when you gossip, it's not evil, it's human nature. By the way, if these psychology facts are blowing your mind so far, imagine what you'll learn in the second half. I drop videos like this all the time, so hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll always be the first to uncover the secrets of the human mind. Fact 8. People who walk faster than average often have more ambitious personalities. Researchers have linked walking speed to energy levels, motivation, and even life expectancy. The pace of your steps reflects the pace of your mind. The faster you move, the more likely you're future-focused and driven. Watch how someone moves. You'll see their future. Fact 9. Eye contact lasting longer than 7 seconds is usually perceived as threatening. Our ancestors used prolonged stares as a way to assert dominance or prepare for conflict. Today, even in casual settings, long eye contact triggers that primal fear, making people shift uncomfortably or look away. It's one of the most powerful unspoken weapons you can use. Hold someone's gaze and watch how quickly they break. Fact 10. Writing down your thoughts can reduce stress levels by nearly half. Journaling is proven to give structure to chaos, helping your brain process emotions that would otherwise stay bottled up. The act of writing physically signals to your brain that it has released the burden, which is why it feels lighter afterward. Your brain clears up the moment your pen hits the paper.
Fact 11. People who swear often are not just more expressive, they're usually more honest. Studies show that cursing breaks social filters, meaning people who use raw language tend to speak their mind with less editing. It doesn't mean they're rude, it means they're authentic. So, maybe the person who curses isn't rude, they're just real.
Fact 12. Your memories are not recordings. Every time you remember something, your brain reconstructs it from fragments, and tiny errors slip in. Over time, this process rewrites your past. That's why eyewitness testimony is unreliable. Memory isn't a hard drive, it's a story your brain keeps editing. Your childhood isn't what you think, it's a remix.
Fact 13. People are more likely to follow instructions if you give them a reason, even if the reason doesn't make sense. In a famous experiment, people let strangers cut in line more often if they simply said, "because I need to." The brain accepts "because" as justification, whether it's logical or not. That's the power of persuasion. That's why marketers always say, "because science says so."
Fact 14. People who sleep less than 6 hours consistently are far more likely to fall into negative thought loops. Lack of rest lowers serotonin and dopamine, the chemicals responsible for happiness and focus. That's why insomnia isn't just about being tired. It rewires your mood, making every problem feel worse than it really is. Your mood isn't broken, it's just sleep deprivation. Fact 15. Humans are far more motivated by the fear of losing something than by the possibility of gaining something new. Psychologists call it loss aversion. That's why people guard their possessions so fiercely and why limited time offers work so well. We'd rather protect what's ours than risk for more. That's why you're watching this video right now. You're scared to miss out on what others don't know.
These 15 facts are just the tip of the iceberg. Psychology controls our choices, relationships, and even our happiness in ways we rarely notice. If you want to keep uncovering these hidden truths, subscribe now, and let's keep exploring the most mysterious universe we'll ever know, the human mind.